How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of Czig Meister time in the form of their Falconer Pale Ale. I've done my fair share of Czig Meister beer reviews. They are my closest brewery, essentially, to where I live now. I go there quite a bit. I was actually there today. They had a hop fest going on. It was quite the fun time. Had a couple beers. Picked this up in 4-packs. Brought it home. I've had this beer before. But here's the thing. They revamped it. They redid it. They hazified it. Made it a little bit kind of more new school. Used to skew a little bit more old school. So we're going to review it. Here we go. As far as what it says on here, it says Falconer Pale Ale. It's a 4.9% India Pale Ale. Government warning stuff, Czig Meister stuff. Keep refrigerated, and it was canned 8/8/18, which is 3 days ago. So that's not too shabby. Label-wise, it's kind of like, pretty much a lot of Czig Meister stuff. Their stuff comes, they have these banners kind of hanging in the brewery, kind of like banners you'd see in like a castle like Game of Thrones. And this is kind of like one of them. They have the Falcon one. They have like kind of bits and pieces of that stuff going on. Kind of like old school, kind of D&D lore-ish kind of vibe to it. So, it doesn't blow me away, but at the same time, don't hate it. There we go. So, let's see what this sucker has. Like I said, they went back and just kind of messed with this recipe. They went back and kind of updated it to where it appeals to the sticker can Haysboro kind of crowd stuff. So, is that a good or bad thing? That's what we're here for, baby. Half a pinky finger, if that. Just off whitehead, almost pure whitehead. What little head is there is pretty damn creamy, and man, that is the haze, baby. Darkish core center to it. Kind of cataracty, milky edges to it. Definitely has the kind of New England style haze vibes going on. Let's see if I can get a nose. It's not much fruit there. There's not much fruit to be found there in the nose. It's almost all just ranky, danky green with a little bit of onion, and I kind of dig that. Yeah, it's just, I mean, you could talk me into being a little bit of kind of soft melon vibes in there, but it's pretty much just that ranky kind of onion thing. Kind of reminds me a lot of a couple other breweries that kind of mess with a lot of onion stuff. You don't see that a lot nowadays. It seems like a lot of breweries have kind of gone away from that, but it's always been one of my favorite kind of tastes and noses when it comes to beer. So yeah, to find that in here is pretty damn fun. So yeah, big green, just almost rotten onion. That's a good thing. I'm not saying that in a negative way. There's a soft fruit somewhere in there, but that big onion punch is kind of just taking hold of it and keep me from getting there. Soft sweetness, not too crazy, enough to kind of balance off that bitterness, at least in the nose. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, pretty much follows suit. There is that rich, there's like a rich malty kind of component to it, but it's not like candied maltiness. It's not a malt bomb. It almost comes off a bit grainy, like cereal like, and I kind of like that. It's a little bit colder than I'd like it to be. Let's put it that way. Like a product from a brewery, I thought it would kind of be perfect, but it seems like it's a little bit colder than I want it to be. But it's not too bad. You're getting those melon vibes. You're getting that kind of cantaloupe. You're getting that little bit of honeydew in there, more lean cantaloupe. So you're definitely getting that into things as far as fruit goes. That onion ranky thing is definitely there in the taste. It's not nearly as big as you'd expect based off of the nose, but it's definitely there. I like to wait till it warms up and talk about it, but I'm not going to do that. It's not my thing. I'm not going to sit here and wait until it warms up or cut back in. But I can see that it's kind of opening up a bit more as it warms. Like I said, this is probably closer to like mid to low 40s. I would like to be this kind of a little bit higher, kind of 48, 50 degrees. I think would open up and release a lot of that fruit components that are in there hiding away. It's got a really nice mouthfeel to it. The way that green onion, ranky onion, almost semi-rotten onion in a good way kind of plays, appeals to me. That kind of melon vibe thing works as it's warming up for me, because it's warming up as I speak. I'm starting to get a little bit of OJ vibes out of it. I'm starting to get a little juicy vibes from it. But here's the thing. It's 4 and change. almost 5%, but 4 and change. It drinks way bolder, way bigger than a 4% beer. It gets up there, it kind of feels like you're drinking more of like a 6%er than a 4%er, and that does not suck, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, the more it warms, you start to get a little bit more of kind of OJ vibes, and that mouthfeel is that kind of water nerdy, water conditioned mineral kind of thing that I love so much. This is a crusher, man. This is definitely a crusher. Yeah, this could be my personal kind of go-to kind of, okay, I just want a bunch of chuggers in the fridge kind of beer. That's where this one kind of lands for me. Markedly different. I wish I had an old one. By old, I mean previous recipe. Maybe I can track one down. If I can track one down, you'll never see this review. I'll go and try to track one down, do a side-by-side. But if I post it, that means I can't find one. Yeah. This is tasty, man. This is definitely a step up. This is definitely something a bit... I mean, listen, they tweaked the recipe. They purposely went out and tried to make it something that appeals more to the new school crowd. And they've hit a home run, to be perfectly honest with you. I love Czig Meister. They're my local brewery. They do a lot of different styles. They do Kolsch's and Belgians and all that stuff. So they appeal to me. But you go back and watch a lot of my Czig Meister reviews. There's some that did not land with me. You know, their Abacaba, I was not a big fan of. There's been a couple beers that I just didn't really do much for me. And there's been ones that have. So it's not going to sit here and be like, oh, this beer's awesome just for the sake of them being a local brewery. I mean, those that watch my reviews know I'm like that, but I feel like I need to say that every now and then, especially when it's a local place and I really dig it. And this is a local place, and I really dig this beer. Yeah, the more it warms, the more fruit characteristics come out of there. Definitely leaning a little bit of OJ. Definitely still getting those kind of cantaloupe vibes. I dig it. The mouthfeel is on point. That onion thing, when it's colder, really shows. So at different temperatures, is giving you different stuff, which is a sign of a really fun fucking beer. Yeah, one of the better. Let's cut to the chase. Is this one of the better kind of sub 5% pales that I've had, or IPAs or pales, or whatever you want to call it, that I've had as of late? Yes. This is up there, man. This works for me. It's low ABV, it's impact, it's mouthfeel. Just kind of do it for me. So, yeah. People sleep on Czig Meister when it comes to their IPAs. They didn't do them for a while. When he started doing them, they leaned very old school. And when he started doing the new school stuff, it definitely came off malty and candied. This one, the malt comes off a little bit grainy in a fun way. Gives you that kind of, I'm assuming you're kind of doing that, the protein thing where they're propping everything up and giving that kind of haze to it. It just comes to more of the thing they wanted it to do. It becomes a bit more hazy, a bit more new school. And it's not like reaching and grabbing and trying to be that. It is that. It's a tasty beer. It's a hazy beer. It's a new school stuff. Everybody loves it, but there's still a little bit of bitterness in there. So that kind of appeals to me. So yeah, it's the stuff that people like, and I dig it. Rambling review. Not over yet. Value and availability. $12, 4-pack. That doesn't suck. And leave you with, if you like what, it's not brewery only either. You'll see this on the shelves. And leave you with, if you like what, will you like this? If you like the haze, baby. If you like the new school IPAs, but you want a little bit of bitterness and you want a fun, well-made beer, I mean, this just really kind of does it for me. And if you like the haze game, if you're a haze bro, if you're a hop thought, you know, put your kind of, oh, it's Czig Meister things on the shelf. Give it a whirl. See what you think. Keep an open mind. And tell me I'm wrong if you think I'm wrong, but I don't think it will be. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing all the podcasting stuff. I interview Matt and the crew from Czig Meister. You can go check that out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice Falconer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.